And that's right, it's Spring Training Eve. Special time here at MLB Network. And for all you baseball fans out there, need a little Technicolor here. Got the music going. It's funny, Cliffy, talking to players. So many guys will go, yeah, spring training is too long, too laborious. But they'll talk to other guys. They go, no, I need to be there 6 weeks early. I get my work in, get prepared. Were you a creature of habitat? Did you really have a program when it came to spring training?
I really did. I tried to get there a little early, settle in, and then go in and have a conversation with the manager, right, whoever it was, just to get on the same page. How you want me to play? How you want me to get ready? Am I going to play the road games? Do you want me on the bus? Like, where in Florida, typically you have to take the bus because, trip's a little longer. AZ, they let guys drive, because everything is a little shorter as far as distance. But I just need to leave camp, and not just me, everybody, leave camp healthy. Yeah. You try your best, right? Guys come in a little banged up, from surgery or whatever case they have in the off season. But for the most part, just get through camp. Yeah. Don't get through camp and feel like it's August. You can't, right? And that's all you're trying to do. That's it, right? Feel good. Like when you watch the game in spring training, you see like guys like Francisco Lindor. He likes to play. Yeah. Some guys are like, hey, give me a couple games in, and I want to get my work in the cage. Yes. And so on and so forth. So whatever floats the boat for your players to get the max out, I'm on board with that.
So much of that is about timing, getting that rhythm down. Speaking of rhythm, we will be seeing Shohei Ohtani again as a two-way player, hitting and pitching. Yeah. It's amazing. We didn't have to pitch. Always focus on hitting. Right. He puts up this historic 50-50 season. So part of me says, Cliff, all right, offensively, those numbers are going to dip a little bit. He's not going to steal 50 bags. But having said that, you could also argue he's never done it in L.A. with the Dodgers before. Maybe he still can be an elite hitter, an elite pitcher. Will he focus more on trying to win a Cy Young for the first time? I mean, there's a lot to it, but all I can tell you is this. His averages, when he's doing both, he's hitting almost 300, 44 bombs, 173 OPS plus, and his ERA is sub-3. I mean, that's unbelievable.
That's really, that hurts my feelings as an ex-player that just did one thing consistently and tried really hard to do it at the best of my ability, because he has to be different as far as mindset and work. So it should tell you as a hitter, you don't need that workload to be that dramatic. Right. You need to work smart and understand, because he's working smart. Yeah. The only way to get through a season and be that productive as we just saw is to work smart and understand that your body needs rest at times. So while we're in the cage, banging away, trying to get that swing right, sometimes less is more. Yeah. And I think you have to think that way, because that's the only way you can get that max out of his body.
To your point, the numbers I looked at, I just saw 143 innings is issuing to me. I'm like, he could throw 120. Like, they have 9 starting pitchers. It's okay. He doesn't need to go every fifth day.
When he was as good as he was, as we saw offensively, I'm on board with that. Yeah. Right? I just think that makes the most sense for that team where they are as far as what he did offensively in the leadoff spot, by the way.
Of all the guys I cannot wait to watch, Roki Sasaki is at the head of the class. He's 23 years of age. He hits 100 on the gun, and like so many great Japanese pitchers, throws an unbelievable split. I can't wait to watch him.
I can't either, but I want to see him against the best of the best in spring training. I want to see him facing Betts. I want to see him facing Freeman and Ohtani. Right? I don't want to see him on the backfield facing number 87 and number 92, because I get it. He's faced that and he's been dominant. I want to see this going against the best in spring training, which is going to get him better, one, and two, ready for the season against these monsters out there.
You're right, because once he actually gets that taste of live hitters, and you can see what you want in spring training, but there's something to it. The first time a real live Major League Baseball player is facing him, he's going to have to adjust and try to learn things as he goes.
Yeah, and then for us, we get to camp, and the first thing you see is Pedro Martinez. I was like, no, I'm good. Yeah. I don't want to face that, right? And I'm looking for the expressions that come off these guys' faces that are serious. Like, no, he's nasty, and I look forward to him being on my team as opposed to facing him from somewhere else.
That's a good point. Rather than almost giving a scouting report to the opposition, he's helping the confidence of his own teammates.
I want that, right? So I know it's early. I know my swing is not on point. I get that, but I want to see what these other guys are going to see from the opposing team, because when I know it's nasty, but I just can't see it because I'm playing the field or whatever the case may be, I don't get the feel in the box of what it looks like. I want to feel that.
It'll be fun. Yeah. Meantime, as far as the team that the Dodgers beat in the World Series, New York Yankees, earlier on Tuesday, Aaron Boone was asked if the Dodgers' comments on the Yankees' sloppiness in the World Series bothered him.
Probably a little bit. I mean, don't like hearing that. You hope, but the reality is, we didn't play our best in the series, and they won. So, they have that right to say whatever. Hopefully, hopefully we're in that position next year and handle things with a little more class. But that the reality is it's a great team, it's a great organization with a lot of great people that I happen to know and respect too. So a few people sounding off isn't necessarily how I would want to draw it up, but they're the champs. They have that right.
Honest answer there by Aaron Boone, because he is right. The Yankees did not play their best, Cliffy, in terms of defensive. Of course, everyone focuses on that one inning. The one error, by the way, Aaron Judge made all season long, and what happened with Anthony Volpe. But again, fundamentals are always a key to any team. It has to be critical for the Yankees.
Yeah, it really does. And I think the biggest thing is understanding what guys you have on your roster is going to do and how you're going to put them in a really good position to be successful. I know we hear that, it's kind of a cliche, but it's real with this team, because when you think about the pressure is what busts pipes, right? The pressure that, understanding that we can't make mistakes or we can't do this or can't do that, it's going to make you do it, right? When you watch these guys and the mistakes they made, you're in the big leagues. Those plays need to be made, and they know that. You make those plays in your sleep. Yeah. So I think they, on paper right now, they look really good defensively as far as how they're going to go about the season. I would love to see Jazz Chisholm back, still stay at third base.
He was great at third.
He was great at third, and I want to see him play more, one, as far as games, and then be that guy in the box without thinking about going over to second and trying to be the guy, that we've seen him play there before. Yeah. I think he's better infielder than outfielder, but I would like to see him at third because I think he sort of figured that out.
Yeah, certainly made an impact there at third base, and outs above average were really well received for a guy playing the hot corner for the first time. All right, that's a story involving the New York Yankees. In the meantime, you look at a first base new place. There's lots of guys now in different spots. Paul Goldschmidt, among those who will help improve the New York Yankees defense, now at first base. You've also got Josh Naylor, now a member of the Arizona Diamondbacks, Nathaniel Lowe, Santana, Christian Walker will now be a member of the Houston Astros. So there's been a lot of movement here when it comes to first base. And in terms of the stats of some of these guys, Goldie's numbers certainly were down last year, the 90 OPS plus. He's looking for a bounce back. Lowe's a guy with some power, 120 OPS plus. Josh Naylor certainly's got the power, 31 home runs, 108 RBI. Santana's still a 20-plus home run potential. And Christian Walker, always steady, and a Gold Glover there at first base for the Astros. Who's the guy, Cliffy, of those five you're looking at? Curious to see what he could lay ahead.
Well, I think Christian Walker is going to be MVP caliber type player in Houston.
Wow.
When you get to a ballpark and now you can just flip a ball at the park, you start to feel good in your head. Like, I can miss a ball and get it out, right? So, but I'm going to flip it to Josh Naylor. I think him going to, replace Christian in Arizona is where he is now. They're getting the best of Josh Naylor. Now, I hope he comes in the camp in the best shape possible. When you think about a guy that put up those numbers, he's finally figured out who he is. So last year, even 2 years ago in 23, he still was that guy. He drove in 97 runs, right? And he only hit 17 homers. When I think about last year, and I said to myself, he played 152 games, and then that's where he kind of felt the luxury of, like, I'm gonna go down a little bit, but I can come back up. So I'm playing every single day. He had the feel, and he believes now. So I think they're getting the best of Josh Naylor where he's at. He's not going to do anything defensively that's going to hurt you. So I think he's in a good position where Torey Lovullo is going to reap the benefits of where he's at in his career right now.
It's interesting. You mentioned for Walker, he's now helped by the fact he's in that park in Houston. Yeah. For Naylor, he's going from a park in Cleveland, which can certainly be tough in April and May. Those months, the weather's not great. Now going to Arizona, plus he's going into his walk year.
I love that. Walk year always helps you mentally get there and know that you want to secure that bag at some point, right? And the only way to do it is go out there and be a better version of yourself, which was last year for him. I think he now realizes that, this is a player I can be in this league. I can do this. He doesn't strike out much. You look at these numbers and go, how does he get better? One is not striking out and putting the ball in play. That helps you so much. Even if you're a big bopper in the middle, you still want to be a guy that puts the ball in play and drives that guy in from third base. That's how he got 97 RBIs 2 years ago, right? Not a lot of homers, but I'm still be a run producer. Yeah. So I think they're getting a Josh Naylor that's at the best of where he can be right now.
It's amazing. Like you said, the power really came through last year. If that continues to ascend, great news potentially for Arizona there in the desert.
Breaking! Dodgers negotiating for Nolan Arenado? New rumors shock fans. Hey, Dodgers Nation! A bombshell just dropped in the baseball world. Are the Dodgers back in negotiations for Nolan Arenado? The St. Louis Cardinals are still pushing to trade the star, and new reports suggest an unexpected twist. What's really going on behind the scenes? And should the Dodgers make this investment? Stick with us until the end, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a Dodgers update. Since the beginning of the offseason, trade rumors surrounding Nolan Arenado have been heating up. The 10-time Gold Glove winner remains a big name in the league, but his hefty contract has been a major obstacle to a deal. The big surprise now? The Cardinals have reportedly reached out to the Dodgers, Red Sox, and Yankees with a new trade proposal. But what has changed this time? And does it make sense for the Dodgers to pursue this move? This trade saga nearly ended back in December when the Cardinals had a deal in place with the Houston Astros. However, Arenado exercised his no-trade clause and blocked the deal. That forced St. Louis back to the drawing board, looking for a new trade opportunity. According to reporter John Denton, the Cardinals tried to reignite trade talks with the Dodgers, Red Sox, and Yankees in January, offering a restructured deal. This means they might be willing to pay part of Arenado's salary to make a trade happen. But here's the big question. Do the Dodgers really need him? Right now, Max Muncy holds down third base and is on a much more affordable contract. On the other hand, Arenado's defensive skills are undeniable, and if he can regain his offensive form, he could be a major asset to the team. Another key factor is Arenado's contract. He still has 3 years left, totaling $74 million. The Colorado Rockies are already covering $10 million of that amount, but the Dodgers would still have to take on a significant financial commitment. Is it worth it? From a financial perspective, the situation is tricky. Arenado's contract is expensive, but if the Cardinals are truly willing to cover part of it, the conversation changes. The challenge is that the Dodgers have other priorities, such as strengthening their pitching rotation and adding roster depth. There's also the question of roster fit. Arenado is a defensive powerhouse, but his offensive numbers have declined in recent years. Could he bounce back in Los Angeles? And how would he fit alongside Muncy, who is already a leader in the clubhouse? So, Dodgers fans, what do you think? Would you like to see Nolan Arenado in Dodger blue, or should the team stick with its current roster? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to share this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for all the latest Los Angeles Dodgers updates. See you next time.